Hi, hey, and all those other greetings to adventurers. I'm Jake Spins, welcoming you guys back to my gaming and unboxing channel, where recently, Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury has released. For those who don't know, we are going to be doing a playthrough on Bowser's Fury currently ASAP, if the video isn't already out by the time this video is up, and then Mario 3D World we will be doing in the future. Now, some of you may note the fact that the game box is already opened. I've decided that for future unboxings, I'm not really going to worry about opening the game on camera. I'm just going to do that by myself because there's not really much point. It's just, whoa, look at this beautiful box art. And I mean, it is beautiful. And then there's the game, and that's basically it. It's just a good old waste 6 minutes. So, what am I wasting your time with hopefully also making you smiles? Well, that specifically, to my surprise and many others, as well as my own delight and many others' delight, is the fact that this game, which is a port, has Amiibo. Yeah, it's wild because a lot of people thought that other than Smash Brothers, that Amiibo were pretty much dead, and we pretty much said that during the Link's Awakening Amiibo that came out, but then after that we kind of trailed and we're like, okay, whatever, we're not getting a lot of stuff, and then of course, we got the Monster Hunter Amiibo, and then this. So now Amiibo are coming back, which is cool. The specific Amiibo you'll be seeing in just a second. The first one of these two, which unfortunately it's not the whole cast, but that first one is good old Cat Mario. Yeah, the good old mascot of Mario 3D World, and, kind of the star of the show of Bowser's Fury. And then the second one that we'll be unboxing later is Cat Peach. I do wish that they had made, Cat Luigi, Cat Toad, but there's not much you can do about it. And honestly, as much as I would have loved to see another Rosalina Amiibo, I don't feel like Rosalina would have been added, and I don't think this is going to be one of those where they'll be added later. I think this is what they're going to go with, but honestly, I'm okay with that. So first off, Cat Mario, what does he do? You can use him to transform into the invincible White Cat Mario. Basically, this is the whole entire easy mode thing, where if you remember from 3D World, you pick up this invincible Tanooki tail, and then you're just like, I can fly infinitely! Except cats can't fly, so, they wouldn't have this power up. But then you could just run through things. This is an accurate representation. Spins, just put like a bright filter over this, and there we go. I look like an invincible cat right now, right? Not at all weird or anything like that. But I don't think it has the properties of the Super Bell. I think it's just basically easy mode, which is kind of weird to put that as an Amiibo functionality. Because, paying for that, I don't know. I just find that weird. I'm also curious if that's what it does in Bowser's Fury, or if it gives you, a Super Bell or something. But who knows? Either way, though, we're not here to judge Nintendo's choices on functionality for their Amiibo. Or as some would call it, paywall. Wow, that's weird. Tropical Freeze ended up making Funky Mode, which was basically easy mode, as the whole appeal to the game. And then 3D World, they did, the exact opposite of that. Making it an Amiibo functionality. There we go. Nice little cat background. Didn't do too bad. Just says, it looks like it might say Oat Mari. Oat Mari. That famous oatmeal mascot, if you will. But you know what? Enough talking about oatmeal, because cats, they don't like oatmeal. Well, no, it's cucumbers that they don't like. But, I don't know. I don't own a cat. So, maybe cats also don't like oatmeal. But going into the Amiibo, the pose itself is actually really, really cool. Because you have what people affectionately called, for Link, because it was yellow, the P stand. But thankfully, there is no P switch here, and it is nice and clear instead of being yellow. And other than that, I want to mention the fact that the base is a base we have not seen in a very long time. And if you're new to Amiibo, you actually might not recognize this at all, because for a long time, I kind of saw this as a like a Mario Party kind of stand. But it's actually supposed to be the Super Mario collection. And I guess this is kind of the reason why they did it. But I can't remember if Odyssey's Amiibo had it or not. So let's look at the Amiibo itself. And this gives us a really good amount of detail for Cat Mario himself that maybe we wouldn't have generally seen. So one thing that the internet went blazing about is the fact that there's this weird texture on them that's supposed to look like fur that kind of looks like that popcorn ceiling pattern. And it's kind of weird. Also, let me just turn down the mic a little bit because I'm a little close. See, I'm like right here because I'm leaning towards the camera. There we go. Hopefully that's a little bit better. And I didn't blow out anybody's eardrums. But here we have the really nice yellow that is on there, the yellow fur. And personally, my favorite for this is the white center, because it has a nice little gradient in there. It's not very pronounced, but it's enough to where you can tell what they were doing, which is actually really, really cool. And if you look at the back, you actually have some Garfield markings, which is something that I've never noticed. The only cat texture that I've really noticed was the dark spots on Luigi, especially for the plush. I know Toad has very similar markings. I don't know about Peach, but I guess we'll see that in a little bit. But yeah, they have that like stitch mark on them. And of course, in the back of the head, you have a nice white fluffy gradient right there, kind of cloudish. And then the tail. All of it looking really, really nice. Now, the one thing that I've always found weird about Cat Mario is that the fact that they have gloves, but it's also fur. Can somebody explain this to me? Because it's supposed to be clothing, but it also implies that it is a part of it. And it's weird, because I guess it's a suit, so it kind of makes sense. But my question has always been, why even have the gloves? Like, I don't understand. You don't have the shoes. They're actual paws. You could have just made it a regular fist and not the gloves, because another way of knowing other than the rim that there's the glove is because they have the 3 white rice bumps on the fist. So it just proves that that is what they are. I mean, not that that's been any question. But also, then at the same time, they have the paw on it. What are you? Are you a mitten? Are you a glove? Are you a paw? There are many questions, and it is making me question all of society and just life as a whole. Cat Mario, everybody. The existential Mario character that nobody ever knew would make you existential. But here we are, just like Meta Knight's thumbs, you know? But the last thing is actually the very well-detailed face. You've got the mustache there. You've got the very happy-go-lucky kitty smile. And then, of course, you've got his eyes there. All looking really polished. You know, it makes me think that, like, imagine this Amiibo if it came out when 3D World did. Which, actually, you know, let's say 3D World had, like, very early Amiibo. Like, early state Amiibo. Try imagining this Amiibo as one of the first waves. It would have not looked nearly this good. Basically what I'm saying is, imagine this, but with Marth's quality. If some of you just threw up in your mouths, that is technically my fault, but I'm not gonna take credit for that. That's all on you. You're the one who barfed. Sorry. But either way, though, I do really love this Amiibo, and just like all other amiibo, I'm not going to use it unless there's a costume, but going to be nice as a collection piece. Of course, though, like every other Mario amiibo, we have a princess to companion alongside, being, as I showed before, the Cat Peach amiibo, who Cat Peach, alongside Cat Toad, was actually recently put into Mario Kart Tour. And fun fact, because I know a lot of people don't play Tour, they also gave a brand new item as the Super Bell, which is kind of like the Super Horn. Not sure if it breaks blue shells though, but it rings 3 times, and it's actually a really decent item. So, I mean, I'm glad I got Cat Peach because I can use that now. I'm also looking at this amiibo, and I can just tell I'm going to really, really like looking at the details of this, because there's just a lot more detail with Peach than there is Mario, even though I do like Mario's pose better, personally. It's just got so much flavor to it, you know? But also, I feel like the popcorn look on Peach is a little bit less, like, it's subtle. It's more so a subtle thing instead of just straight up being, you know, popping out in your face, being like, ah, my eyes, kind of a thing. Sorry, editing spins, and anybody if I don't dampen that audio, because, yikes, that was a pop. But let's look at good old Cat Peach, who, looking at her, does not have any markings. Oh, and what was her functionality? Receive random power-ups. Honestly, this seems way more useful, to be honest, because I could see myself legitimately using this if there's ever a case where I'm really scared, I'm really late into the game, and, you know, we're really low on lives, just need an extra push because we are so close to the end. Just pop this bad cat on there, and there you go. You're all saved. I love how I said bad cat for an actual good thing. But whatever. Let's look at the amiibo herself. So, first off, I want to mention the fact that the face actually kind of reminds me of the Mario Rabbids crossover Peach render. It's not as catty as those eyes were, and I wasn't a big fan of that render, but to be honest, like, it's kind of close, except the eyes are a little bit less narrow, which does make this a little bit more helpful. You do also have... Okay, it's not focusing for some reason, and I don't know why. Because it's focusing on everything else, despite Cat Mario being very prominent and focused. But the hair is very nice, smooth, and the correct color. Oh, of course, it focuses on her rump. Logitech Brio, you have some rude priorities. No, that's the part that's usually supposed to be blurred. You can't make this crap up. You really can't. But you know, you've got her her earrings there. You've got the nice nice pink lipstick, and of course you have the crowned jewel, which does not have a center in it. Nice, nice. But yeah, I like the fact that you have this texture with all of this shiny and smooth stuff. I'm not even kidding you. You guys just saw it clear up, right? As her face disappeared and it went to her backside. Wow. We want clarity on the entire Amiibo camera. Please, help me out. Paid $200 for you, and you're a great camera. But, like, your priorities are slightly skewed. I will say, though, I do really enjoy the pink color for her cat suit. And somebody mentioned the fact that Toadette couldn't be in the game because she also has a pink cat suit, which is unfortunate, but it is very true. I feel like they could have figured something out, and I mean they could have made Toadette's like a darker pink or something, or made them like interchangeable or something. Like if you Well, no. Having it to be where you can only use Peach or Toadette would kind of suck. So I feel like, just make Toadette's pink a warmer pink. It actually might even be a warmer pink anyway. Something that I did notice from the turnaround, though, is that the back part of the hair, Mario's, I believe, was actually very well gradiented. However, this is a solid white. The decision to do this is unknown. I'm not sure if there's just more white on the Cat Peach one, or if it's one of those things of it doesn't gradient as well with the pink, or even if it has something to do with how they had to structure this entire thing. But unfortunately, it looks like that gradient is just not there. And white and this pink that Peach has definitely clashes a little bit, but not too very much. But as I said, certain things are a little bit more subtle on it. And of course, you do have the glove there. And the pose is kind of like a whole, like, it's weird to say, like, kind of like a catty type thing, which makes sense. But also, kind of like she's, like, cleaning her face or her paw a little bit, which is, pretty cute. It's pretty nice. I mean, these renders existed way before these Amiibo. So, I mean, they already had this stuff placed in. I don't know if it's one of those things where Luigi, they just didn't have the best one. Well, I would say we could look at the game box, and then I remembered that they actually cut out Luigi. Cat Luigi to fit in Bowser's Fury. Dude, rip Cat Luigi on this box, though. But to be honest, as I've been saying a lot recently with Amiibo, I am just very impressed with how far they've come. Not in the fact that, toys, Amiibo, they will always get better. They will always get better over time, and with quality, with money, and just as you go and learn more about the process. That is true for everything. Practice makes perfect. However, the fact that the Toys to Life market didn't really last long whatsoever, but Nintendo is still going with it, and it is still selling really, really well, to the point, they made Cat Mario and Cat Peach, for gosh sakes, so they have to at least be selling well enough for them to be like, well, let's make more for a port of a Wii U game that wasn't even that popular. So, I don't know. I just think it's really cool, and also the fact that they can do these textures. Like I said, this is something that they couldn't have pulled off early on, and it begs the question of, could they have even pulled this off like a year or two ago? And to be honest, I really don't know. But the thing is, we have them now, and this does bring a nice, bright future for Amiibo because it shows that Nintendo still cares about Amiibo. People still care about Amiibo. I should also mention, on the Amiibo side, the card side, believe it or not only did the Amiibo cards return, recently we've gotten the announcement that the US, after 4 years, will be getting its first release of the Animal Crossing Hello Kitty Amiibo cards. Now, that might not sound like a big deal, except for the fact that they were Japan exclusive for 4 years. Just let that sink in really quick. A random Hello Kitty Animal Crossing Amiibo card collaboration. But anyway, though, guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed a one cat, a two cat, or both cats, make sure to hit that like button, share that with everyone no love, brother, mother, sister, father, iguana, and let me know, did you pick up any of these Amiibo? Have you been picking up Amiibo? Or do you think that it's just one of those things where it's really not worth it? Let me know. Personally, I collect them as figures, and the functionality is just a bonus at this point, which is not originally how I saw it, but it's how I see it now because they don't really use the functionalities that well. Just saying. But, you know, I could see Cat Peach coming in clutch. Anyway, though, guys, I'll see you later. Meow. Yeah, that's literally the best I got. And it's not even covering my face, so you can see my derpy smile just being like, yeah, this is the best outro that I have. Y'all are just gonna have to be happy about it. But oh, dude, the Amiibo finally focused. Maybe I can actually get a good thumbnail with this. Alright, guys. Keep your toes safe, and